Now, we're testing out the new uh, 81 overall Odell Beckham Jr. quarterback. Now, right now, I was just changing some settings. So, yeah, I don't mind that. If stuff goes south with this Odell, then we can switch to my Baker Mayfield. It's not that big of a deal. Now, I mean, with the type of offense I run, I really don't think it'll be too big of a problem, as deep shots are not the biggest part of it. So, it's more of medium range. I have one play that might test out Odell's medium range, which I think is his best throwing stat, surprisingly, like an 82, which really isn't that bad. Yeah. Other than that, just all that we really need to do with this Odell is, it's pretty simple. Read option. Oof, I feel kind of bad for this guy, although that's a good thing he has a Gronk, because that's probably the only good part about his team compared to mine.
Is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Now, I did reset my rank down to rookie first string, which isn't quite the lowest rank. It's the one above lowest rank. The reason I did that was because I was tired of facing God squads in the rank I was already in, and I still face them. Lost 4 games in a row, strictly due to bad connection, but and the fact that most of the players had God squads or just someone who could burn my players down the field. I did pick up the new Taysom Hill also. I wish they would fix the acceleration glitch, because I know Taysom Hill isn't that slow. Now, as soon as he sees Odell, he's going to put the spy on, so, I mean, here, can we exploit his corners? Yes, we can. Now, I did say that I'm not going to I'm not going to really throw deep shots. Really, it's almost a better thing that he didn't throw that right, because that probably would have been picked off. Now, I'm more of like a pocket quarterback type of player, but at the same time, I like to have a scrambling quarterback in case my offensive line goes full garbage mode. That was a pretty good, I think that would be classed as a medium pass. Now, I did barely miss a snipe on an Odell for like 5K. That was pretty sad. I had to end up paying 12K, but what can you do? Go, Derek, go.
Yeah, we ran the numbers earlier. Larry Fitzgerald, who was contemplating retirement this past offseason, would need 7 more 1,000-yard seasons to break Jerry Rice's record.
That's context.
Okay, here we go.
On second down, here's Henry.
Oh, that didn't go anywhere. Yeah, he had multiple people over there to stop that.
Losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Hello, That was not at all what I wanted to do, but I felt rushed. I mean, that was like the worst throwing motion I've ever seen in my life. I wanted George Kittle to go on a streak, but it kept not putting him on a streak. That is a perfect example of Odell's inaccuracy. I'm going to stick to one of my plays that I'm used to running. This time I actually want to run block somebody. And George Kittle's actually on a perfect route. You see me run this probably in a franchise.
Jerry Rice, open right side. And brought down, but not
That's why
before
you want to
inside
run
the
it, is
25.
because, I mean, especially with someone like Jerry Rice who can actually break people's ankles somewhat, it's pretty good. Now, I might only play like a game with Odell.
This is the end result. Big yardage after it.
So
So good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter. And it's a
I just
touchdown.
tested that dude's user and Odell through a dot.
23 yards for the
Now, that was just a prime example of him slightly over pursuing. I don't know, did he over pursue or under pursue? Because he was like too far down from where he needed to be, but at the same time, he also was like, he was too far out to have covered it. So
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
now I do need to buy some new corners, but I'm not going to do that until I have the coins to get at least one really good and fast cornerback. So now clearly this guy is looking for some sort of play.
Space 24.
So since he's got a Vic, I'm not gonna really. Oh, of course he's got a Tyreek Hill. Wouldn't it figure?
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just...
And that's why playing against a Tyreek Hill is the most annoying thing possible. Now I don't know why I'm putting my best defensive end on a QB spy. It's really not the greatest idea. Because I know he's running the same exact play.
He dumps it off to Drake.
He faked me out really bad. Okay, so what I need to do now that I have the chance to, which is this is something I hate, is not being able to call certain things. So middle inside pass is what we want to cover.
Hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He goes
now that right there is, I'm like, I know that I run like short routes, but I hate people who do this. They run plays that you can't really stop unless you run man coverage, but have someone in a position where at the same time that you have to try to stop it with man coverage, it's not gonna, like, I don't know how to explain it, but basically there's always an exploit in your defense. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh god, I'm not usering. Are you kidding me? That's a situation where he's running the same exact play over and over. And after he was gonna run with Michael Vick there, I mean, even though I stopped it, I probably should have just gone along with the same defense and not worried about it. I tried to set a QB spy and couldn't get to my user linebacker, which is Darius Leonard. Okay, so let's start off without accelerating. That's the problem right there, is I can't start off by accelerating. Now I'm going to abuse this guy's defense since he's abusing mine basically, and if you don't know what I mean by abusing, is see how every one of my receivers is faster than his corners. How the
picked off by Mike Hilton. They have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
How did he pick that off? I understand he was there, and I would have understood it if it was like a drop or something.
So here's a
Or like,
first
I mean,
and
like my
10 at
receiver
the
dropping
38.
it. But how did his defender make that play other than just BS logic by Madden? Here I am. I'm going to have to user
So here's Vic following the
Tyreek.
interception. He'll buy some time right.
See, he doesn't know what to do.
And it's incomplete.
But one thing
When
that
his
we've
play
learned
isn't
defensively is
there,
they've shown him a lot of different
he
looks here in
has
the first
to
half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's
find a
what
way
they've done
to
keep an offense guessing.
And they
basically
certainly
get out
kept
of it.
them
Now what
on
I need
their
to do is,
toes.
I
That's
think,
why they've
bring
been able to
Leonard
have
over
success on
here.
the scoreboard.
Then when he puts his receiver in motion, yes, it switches. I don't know if that's necessarily how it works or not, but
Second down throw for Vic. And Woods has it complete. Finding some room at
now see,
midfield.
that's a
And he's gonna
problem.
be out of bounds
That's a
right at
problem.
midfield. He had the touchdown on the
So now I'm
opening
going to
drive,
have to
and he's got
adjust
a
to this
first down.
even more
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone
by putting
coverage or
him
man
there.
coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
White 20. White 20.
And it didn't set the right thing, so it's not like it even matters.
Vic now from the 50. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
But see how he's trying to abuse it?
Able to get in there and take
He
it
knows
down
that the
full.
play should work.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got
Oh god,
that
okay.
leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game.
Not what I wanted to do, and he's gonna have...
It's essentially the same thing in pass
Okay,
protection.
he wasn't
Keep
open, so
holding
that's...
that defensive
And he
line
was
so you
open,
can
but he
keep your
didn't have the
balance
space.
and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Vic with
But
the
see, this is what
there on third down.
I hate about people on this game, is this is the only way they can move the ball.
Here on third down.
And of course, I over... to my user... Let me to my user. Why can't I get to my...
Now here's Vic.
Watch him, watch him.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
That was the most BS thing ever.
Opening drive. Now
It literally would not let me get to my user.
We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks.
I put him on a seam flat. I don't know what you're talking about, game.
Yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Just
But yeah, these are the type of players I hate.
call it 8 yards.
You can't guard anything they do.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
See, then I run a zone to try to stop them from doing anything else, and Gronk is open. Like, how are you supposed to guard that?
That one goes for 24 yards.
Because I can't run a blitz to get there before anyone else. I mean, I guess this play. But now even at this, right?
On first and goal, Dre.
Why would you make that tackle, Leonard? Because that was an animation where if he doesn't make that tackle, that ball's getting stripped. I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm like whining about this way too much, but I mean, you guys can see there's nothing I can do.
2 minutes to
I mean, I've tried guarding over the middle, which then leaves the bottom open.
back to Indianapolis right after this.
If I, like, or if I don't leave the bottom open, then the middle is going to be open.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
And then even if everything's guarded, that means Vic is going to be able to scramble somehow.
Able to cash in for 6. What's good on the extra point? And that
I mean, that drive never should have even happened for him. Because, I mean, you guys saw that pick was complete BS. So I gotta start off without sprinting and then start to sprint.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Out now come the legends. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception,
How?
is a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some.
You know what? I am going to put in Baker Mayfield because Baker Mayfield is the only one that's going to be able to make that throw. End of story. Only one on my team. I mean, most quarterbacks in this game can make it. Well, not most, but
Line of scrimmage again, the 37 as they line up second.
you know what I mean.
Now it's the backup Mayfield. And it's incomplete.
Him and Dak Prescott make that throw that bad, and I don't know why. Why can't you just lead the ball out towards the tight end? That's all you have to do.
I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse.
Don't you dare collapse offense.
You're right. They seem to have gone off tendency
Of course. Because, you know, his free 80 overall Deion Sanders is somehow better than my George Kittle, but whatever. Had the step and everything, but got one of those BS animations. That was my only play that might save me. Even at that. Nope, we're quitting out of this game, guys. I am not playing this guy. Because he is... I mean, he literally has ran he's ran 3 plays, though, well, 4. Because one of them was a QB sneak on the goal line, which, I mean... If I run a blitz, he's going to see that I'm running a blitz and audible out of it. And he's the type of guy, he might message me, GG. Well, he's not getting a GG back because he doesn't deserve it. He gets a BS pick. And, I mean, I don't really know what else to say. BS pick, ran 3 legit plays other than, you know, the QB sneak. There you can see rookie first string. My offense went from an 85, I believe it said it was, to an 87 just because of Baker Mayfield. But I mean, it's just the concept of how bad stuff in this game can be. Like, imagine if an NFL team came out and ran the same play over and over. It's not going to work. Because people can adjust. People in real life can adjust. Well, people in this game can't really adjust because on routes or on plays that they were running, it can... I'm playing a game, it's kind of hard to explain. And, he's got a decent team, but it's not much better than mine. Looking down at my phone right now. But when you run 1 to 2 plays in real life, just trust me, it ain't gonna work. My 8th grade football team ran probably 5 plays, and we got blown out every time. I'm just saying.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Atlanta.
Now hopefully we don't have too laggy of a connection. That was a good return by Dion. My legit Dion, that's not a free 80 Dion. It's free 84 Dion that I powered up correct. Let's see here. Looks like his corners, other than the one guarding Antonio Brown, are all exploitable. Which means that's exactly what I'm going to do. So we now have a viewer, wonder who that could be. Since you're just now joining, let me tell you what just happened. I had to quit out of a game because of someone running literally 3 plays. One of them was a run up the middle, and the other 2 were technically the same play, but just run differently. If you're still even in the stream, I don't know. because it's not showing that there's any other viewers than me.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
He's gonna go for a
Come on, Baker, you can make that throw. That was pass interference. Granted, I guess he played the ball, but he also clipped my wide receiver.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed
Get in front of him.
in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is caught by Antonio Brown.
That was a good throw and catch.
Getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So you don't understand the sport? I mean, it's pretty straightforward. They're just running plays, throwing plays, and you kick the ball every once in a while. Or I guess if you're bad at a lot.
And a short gain here down to the 22. With safety Ed Reed there to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because with their
Did not mean to audible to that.
lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, that was a good throw. It was just better defense, I guess. Oh, you're from Scotland? Okay.
Targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there.
Green 39. Green 39.
Don't know who I should throw, what I should run. Clearly number 7's on the right side. That should be neutral zone.
I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there is one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot
Shows I have a third comment, but I don't see it.
one eye on the football.
Oh, there it is.
Apparently, that didn't happen.
No, I don't play FIFA. I've played it before. My friend had me play it. I played it on my old Xbox. I mean, it was enjoyable, but I just could never get into it because I only had the demo version of it, so. Plus it was like FIFA 16.
Whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So now from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
And this will be a touchdown. Baker Mayfield scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Madden legends have taken
Well, my quarterback just defied gravity as that. No, that's him. Okay.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do.
Sorry if my commentary is a little bit dull. My throat kind of hurts, but my commentary is dull anyways.
That hurts a defense psychologically.
Usually, so what can I say?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. 319.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he powers his way up past the 30. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go. Green.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, he does
If
it
you're
at a
still
high
here
level, doesn't
anyways.
he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to get this one
I hate
to about the
when this
46-yard
happens.
line.
I mean, I have a,
There on first down,
I think I have a decent defensive line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play
I mean, I
caller,
can't promise I do, but I'm
establish
pretty sure it's a
like
good
this
defensive
early,
line.
because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Nowhere to escape.
That's
He
what my
goes
defense is
down.
good for,
John Randall
is locking
coming
up.
up the
I mean,
middle,
granted, it's
gets
still
him
not a very
there
good
for a
defense,
loss
but
of
I
about
mean,
9.
And that was
it's
just
better for
absolute
locking up
man
players,
coverage.
or
Nowhere for them to go
better,
with the football. Led to a sack.
better for
That's
locking
what
up
they've
on
got to do in
plays
today's
that
NFL.
don't
Well, these
require
gazelles running around,
8 million
trying to cover
people
in the secondary.
to guard half the section of the field. Not half the section, but one section of the field.
Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
So I think if I run a Tampa 2,
From the shotgun, Marino. He gets it to Brown, complete. Gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play.
got some
that picked up a
popcorn.
heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete.
Okay, well, since I have to eat, I'm going to get off. I mean,